Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me here at Major Arcana. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm gonna put these back in. They slid out, but I was just trying to make sure that the camera was rolling and I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to pull 10 cards from this deck to talk about what the current energies are, 4 cards past, present, future, and the outcome. 3 cards to give you an opportunity to ask a question on how to move forward in a certain situation, and then 1 final card as the supporting message from Mindful Messages. So this is going to be my 3rd attempt because other recordings kept getting disrupted. And this one kept popping out in pre-shuffle. So Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. That's a recurring card so far. Well, we also have the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands, the Emperor, okay, Page of Wands, the Lovers, 7 of Swords. Is it too good to be true? I feel like you might be asking yourself that at this time. So the current energy here is the Page of Pentacles. I feel that you're making decisions right now, positive decisions that are going to impact your long-term goals, your future success. And I feel that this is something that you are investing in for the future. So wanting to make changes, but not just changes, improvements. So working on improvements in your life that impact your long-term goals. And that's what the current energy is right now. Right, but it's a page energy, so I feel that there's still work to be done, that there's still more to do. I don't feel that you've reached a level of satisfaction yet, but it's a work in progress, and you know that that hard work is necessary for you to reach your goals. So that's the Page of Pentacles. What's crossing you is the 8 of Swords, a feeling of being stuck. It could be in like a job situation. If you were reaching for a promotion, for example, right? Pentacle energy could be work related. Or if you are trying to start a business, perhaps you feel stuck, like you're not getting the recognition yet that you need, or maybe investments haven't come through, or investors haven't come through, but feeling stuck in place at this time. It could even be a romantic relationship. You can apply it to any situation, but 8 of Swords does represent this feeling of stuck, like you're not moving or there's no progress. Things aren't really changing at this time. So I feel that you recognize that you have to take more action here to get out of this stuck feeling. The good thing about the 8 of Swords is, I mean, it is self-imposed bondage. So you're probably not as stuck as you think you are. There's probably some movement. If it's not lateral, I mean, if it's not a forward movement, it's probably lateral. But you can get unstuck from the situation. You can see that there is a way forward. You just can't see it right now because you got the blindfold on, right? Lacking clarity here. There is a way forward. You just don't see it at this time. So that's the 8 of Swords. In the grounding position, the 10 of Wands. You know, in one of the other recordings that I did, this was in the exact same spot. So I feel that you oftentimes carry the burden by yourself, that you feel that sometimes you have to do everything, that you don't have support that you need, or maybe you just don't trust somebody or others around you to do as good a job as you do. So you take on a lot of the burden by yourself. I feel that you're starting to get exhausted by that. And so now I feel like, for example, if you are in a job and you do more than your fair share of the work, but you're not really getting the recognition, you feel that you need a raise or deserve a raise for all that you've done. You feel irreplaceable, and that positions you in a place where if you are irreplaceable, then that means they won't promote you, right? Because who would take over your job? So I feel that this is important for you to recognize, because it means that you might have to start delegating some of the responsibilities, or just say no sometimes. You know, when somebody asks you to do something and it's beyond your capacity, to go ahead and set your boundaries and say no sometimes. You shouldn't be doing everybody else's work, for example. So that's the 10 of Wands. Stop stop taking so much on, especially if it's not really your responsibility. You can't be the only one functioning in your situation. I feel that you are over functioning at this time. So the 7 of Cups, looking for purpose. This is the recent past. The 7 of Cups, you are looking for your role, looking for your place in your relationship, in your job, in your family dynamic. I feel that you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to do to improve the situation, not just for your family or your friends or whatever is going on, but for your own mentality, for your own peace of mind. I feel that you are exploring options. So when I talked earlier about you needing to set boundaries, right, and say no sometimes so that you're not over functioning in a situation, I feel that sometimes you don't trust easily people to do as good a job as you. But I feel that this is you exploring or recognizing that it needs to be done. So even if it's small bits, right? For example, in like a household situation, small bits, meaning you delegate like a cleaning schedule. My mom used to do that when I was a kid. Like a cleaning schedule, right? So that you're not one person is doing all the work all the time. So 7 of Cups, I feel that it's delegating even the small task to somebody so that you're not taking on everything all by yourself. So you recognize it, and I feel that's what the 7 of Cups represents. 9 of Pentacles, independent energy, right? 9 of Pentacles is in the crowning position. I feel that you want a little bit of freedom. Yes, you want a little bit of freedom to do what you want that makes you happy, right? So you don't want to be bogged down by all these menial tasks of over functioning, doing all the work, nobody's helping you, feeling frustration, feeling resentment. I feel that you want a sense of freedom with the 9 of Pentacles to do your own thing sometimes. You know, a little bit of self-care, mental wellness, you know, living your best life, enjoying yourself. I feel that's what the 9 of Pentacles is representing. You really just want some me time to take care of your own mental space and mental health. So that's the 9 of Pentacles, wanting to take care of yourself, enjoying that freedom or independence apart from whatever this situation is, whether it's work, whether it's your family, whether it's a relationship, whatever the situation is, you need a little bit of me time, and I feel that's what that's signaling. So in the immediate future, 3 of Wands, rapid growth. Okay, so look, you are exploring the small tasks of what you can change, how you can delegate to other people so that you're not carrying the whole load by yourself, right? The Page of Pentacles in the current energy represents there's still work to be done, and the 3 of Wands represents rapid growth. Now I feel like here the energy was of, you know, a little bit slow moving, transitioning from what can I give off, what can I delegate to someone else, and then, you know, slowly relinquishing control here with the Page of Pentacles. Once you did, I feel like things started getting easier, right? Easier to handle, easier to take care of. Now you're able to move forward in a very rapid pace. So that's the 3 of Pentacles, getting unstuck from the situation, right? It was all because you started to take action and started to prioritize yourself, started to prioritize your own well-being and your own mental health and your own freedom from being attached to the situation. So once you did that, I feel that things started to improve very rapidly for you. Now you have the Emperor card, and this is your energy. Feeling very confident. This is boss-like energy, right? So I feel that you are able to strategize and implement. You did basically, right? You planned out how things were going to maneuver in your life once you started to prioritize yourself, and then you executed. Now things are starting to rapidly grow, and I feel that you are at the peak of your confidence level here, really taking charge, really taking control of a situation. So that's the Emperor card. And the external environment and influences is the Page of Wands. The pages, they represent messages, and I feel that these are messages coming in now from the external environment and influences. The Page of Wands represents some kind of good news, right? There's some kind of good news. I feel that there's somebody who wants to contribute, wants to help, wants to possibly even level up to the status that you are. I feel that somebody wants to take note. Somebody wants to take note of things you've done. Maybe somebody wants to approach you and ask, how did you get here? How did you do this? I also want to. So I feel that you are inspiring somebody here with the Page of Wands. Somebody is impressed and they want to get advice. I feel like somebody's going to approach you asking for help in some kind of way. And I feel that both of these are fire energy. So I feel that this person wants to grow, or this person wants to level up to your status or your position. So yeah, somebody's going to approach you. I feel that you're happy to help with the Lovers card. This is in the hopes and fears position. The Lovers card represents a union. Now, it doesn't have to be love, though that's kind of the obvious definition, right? But it could represent just happiness in a union, in a job, for example, having the perfect job. Now that you've been able to delegate and, offset some of those responsibilities where you're not carrying all the burden as you were in the past. So it could be the perfect job. It could be the perfect business partnership. It could be the perfect romantic partnership. Could be the perfect family dynamic or family setting, right? So the Lovers card could represent any area or aspect of your life that you are focused on, but achieving happiness, achieving balance in that situation. So that's in the hopes and fears position. Things are working out so well now that you've been able to balance. I feel that the Seven of Swords is your thought or mentality, is it too good to be true? Is it going to last? And I feel that yes, right? You've developed some good skills along the way of being able to delegate, right? And to maintain your freedom. And I feel it's something that you won't want to let go anytime soon. So yeah, you are questioning whether it's too good to be true, and the answer is no. This is going to be a permanent change in your lifestyle, and I feel that because you appreciate your freedom so much, it's going to be difficult to give it up, right? And not freedom from the situation, though it could be for some. I feel that it's freedom as in you're not carrying all of the burdens by yourself, or not, having responsibility or over functioning in some area as you've been doing all along. You've achieved some kind of freedom from handling everything from yourself. Everything is draining you. You've achieved freedom from that. I feel that's going to be a permanent change in your life. So you can stop questioning whether it's too good to be true or if it's ever going to end. I think it's a long-term change. So we're going to pull 4 cards. Past, present, future, and the outcome to see what the additional messages are for you. Okay. Past, secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Could be this page, right? That wants to get your attention, wants to learn a little bit from you, wants to just kind of be present in your life. So that's the past. Present, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light and I love you. Could be that lover's energy, right? The perfect union for you in whatever situation you're dealing with. Romance. Oh my gosh, is it love? Cupid's arrow strikes. That's the future. And then here's the outcome. New beginning. Okay, I see you. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. All right, so now I hope you've had an opportunity to ask a question. We're going to separate these cards. These will be 1, 2, 3, 4, the elements in one pile, the zodiac signs. Here we go. The zodiac signs in another, and then the planets in the first pile. So, if you think about your question on how you want to move forward in a certain situation, the planets will talk about what is your motivation. Like, why are you asking the question? Why do you want to know more? So that's your motivation. The zodiac signs then will talk about how you should actually move forward, right? So Aquarius, almost like what, not that you are Aquarius, though somebody might be, what would Aquarius do? That's how I like to think about that. And then the final one is the elements, which talk about what kind of additional energy should you put into the situation that you're thinking about, focused on, or asking about, right? So that's fire, meaning taking action. So Pluto, your motivation changes, right? Transformation. You want things to start taking place. And who's going to be the catalyst for change? That's you, obviously. So Pluto energy represents you wanting to see changes in your current situation, but knowing that if you want to see the changes, you have to initiate those changes. So Pluto is that. That's your motivation. What I like about this is that Pluto does represent transformation, like a renew or a redo. So I don't feel like you're giving up completely on some situation. I think that you are just maneuvering things in a different way, right? So building blocks, different building blocks, putting things in trying things in a different order, things like that. But I do sense that this is a transformation that's going to result in leveling up in some way. So that could be if you're, a worker bee, for example, you might be looking for changes or transformation, meaning a promotion. And of course, because you were over functioning, I feel like you might have been trying to prove yourself in a situation. So I feel that that transformation could result in leveling up in that field, or it could be if you're thinking about a romantic situation, leveling up as far as, becoming exclusive, or, balancing a little bit of that work life, or having work life balance and transforming eventually into like committed, maybe engaged or married type of situation, but elevating things to the next level. So I feel that's what that represents, your desire for that, the desire for elevation. Aquarius energy, this is how you should move forward, right? What would Aquarius do? Aquarius, this is energy of, it's a very deep thinking energy. This is kind of like Aquarius knows, they know a lot. If they don't know the answer, they know where to get it. Like Google is their best friend, right? So a kind of know-it-all mentality for Aquarius vibes. So I feel that you know what you have to do. It's just a matter of implementing, right? And executing some kind of strategy or some kind of plan that you have in place. Something that you've been thinking about for a while. I feel that it's time to actually move things forward. So Aquarius also, has a reputation at times for, being cold or detached. I feel that it's a bad rep though, because it's, to me personally, I feel that Aquarius is very deep and emotional and sensitive, but their exterior is just so tough to break through. It's a very intellectual person. It's an intellectual person because they know a lot about everything, right? And I feel that the tough exterior is difficult to penetrate. And so one thing I would caution is that to show vulnerability sometimes, if you are over functioning in a situation like we saw earlier, if you are the one that's over functioning, show your vulnerability by asking for help sometimes, that it's okay. It doesn't make you seem weak. It doesn't make you seem incompetent. It makes you seem like you know your limits and that you should really start to delegate. So I feel that this is what the Aquarius message is telling you, to allow yourself to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes, so that you're not really over functioning in your situation, whether it's work, whether it's your romantic connections. You can't be the only one working hard, right? You can't be the only one making it successful. I feel like it's a team effort on whatever it is that you're focused on. So ask for help, or, start delegating some of the smaller tasks. Like we saw earlier, just start delegating the smaller task first and let it progress into something more where you can focus on your original goal, right? On your original task, right? So you can't be focused on maybe some of the minuscule things. You can delegate that to others. But you can focus on the bigger picture items, right? Because you are the intellectual. You know what direction you wanted things to take. So I feel that's what this is representing, is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to ask help for sometimes. To ask for help sometimes. You know what I mean. So fire, taking action, right? It's passion, it's action, adventure. I feel that the fire energy, the additional energy that you should place into this situation, it really is just taking action, like what needs to be done. You are the catalyst for change. I feel that you've been thinking about it, and kind of stewing in this moment, like this needs to change. Something needs to change. I can't keep doing this. I can't, and I feel that you've been stewing in that mentality for quite a while. And the fire energy is saying, okay, so now that you know it, what are you going to do now? Right? Implement. Take action. Start delegating. So I feel this is you, the universe is like urging you, like, okay, that changes need to be made. Now start doing it. So I feel that's what that's signaling for you. Now, let's pull one final card. This will be the supporting message for you in this reading. So let's see what the additional message is for you. New adventures. Today, I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. Okay, Pluto energy. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. Okay, so I wish you so much luck in your situation. Thank you for being here with me, and take care. Bye.